Okay, you guys, so I wanted to do a 7-month nursing update. I'm gonna try to. He's sitting over here on the blanket laughing. He's already sat through me filming one vlog, so he's been really good. So we gotta keep distracting him. Come, zip, zip, zip. So, yes, 7 months. Grayson's only had breast milk. Woo! So, yeah, at this point with Sophie, we were almost done nursing. She was only toking nursing at this point. So I'm very, very proud, very proud. He has made it easy, though, so I have to give him a lot of credit. He's a much easier baby to nurse than Sophie, and I learned a lot from nursing her that helped me be more successful at nursing this time. Oh, so that is awesome. He doesn't nurse as long anymore, but when he does nurse, he gets a lot more milk. I know this because I can feel it, and when I pump, I get more. I don't almost ever pump anymore. I used to be really crazy about storing lots of milk, but now that he eats solids, it's possible for me to nurse him, and then I can go and do something for a few hours and leave him with a sippy cup of water and some food. Hey! Hi, what is it? A sippy cup of water and some food. And I know that he'll be fine until I get back, and then he'll just nurse again. So that's kind of nice. It's kind of like new freedom. Whereas when he was younger, even if I only was gone like an hour, I felt like I needed to leave a bottle of breast milk. So it's kind of nice. So he's, in the past, man, 2 months? Longer? He's only had a bottle 1 time. That's it. Yeah. So he doesn't really do bottles that much, just because, I mean, I nurse him, and it's just kind of whenever, if I happen to be gone for longer or something. So, yeah, he is growing very well, as you can see. He's quite, you can go check out his 7-month update to get all the details, but he's quite healthy, and he's happy, and he likes to nurse. And he doesn't nurse, like I was saying earlier, he doesn't nurse as long. His nursing is much more efficient now because he's just too busy. He's got way too many important things to do on his little baby plate. So he still does nurse for comfort, but not as much. I like to joke that if Grayson had it his way, I would never have a top on, and he could come over and take a little sip to drink whenever he wanted, and then go about his business. Like, that in his ideal world, that's how it would be. Is that these would be up for business, open for business all the time. I'm going to nurse him right now. So, but obviously, life gets in the way of that, and we don't always get what we want, do we, buddy? So he does like to do that, though. He likes to just nurse all the time. We nurse on demand. There's no schedule. I feed him. I nurse him when he wants to be nursed. So, I don't nurse on, we nurse, used to be he was a 1 side at a time nurser. But now, a lot of times he will nurse on both sides, so that's kind of changed. He's very wiggly when he nurses. I'm going to show you right now. He's nursing right now, and his feet will be moving the whole time in crazy ways. He'll just move his feet. And sometimes he likes to look at me and smile and stop nursing. He also, after he's had like the initial like kind of gush of milk, and he'll nurse, and then he pops off and looks around, and then he'll go back to nursing, and then he pops off and he looks around, and I'm like, just exposing me for the world, and so that's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying, but it's what he does. I think that's pretty common when they get to this age. I have no idea how much he gets. All I know is it's enough. You just have to have faith, trust your supply, because that's a mistake I made with Sophie, and it hurt me, not trusting my supply. But with him, I don't worry about it, and he's healthy and happy, so that's good. I never ever get sore anymore. Knock on wood, I've never had a clogged duct. Or an infection or anything. I'm knocking on wood right now because I've been very, very fortunate. He just got his first tooth, you guys. So I'm like, I've never nursed a baby with a tooth before. Sophie didn't get a tooth until 13 months. And Sophie was completely done nursing by 8 months, and by 6 months she was not nursing that much. And so, yeah, it figures that the kid I didn't nurse as long as like I wish I had would be the one who didn't have teeth, and so it would have been a much more comfortable nursing experience. And then the kid that I'm successfully nursing and plan on nursing for a while is the one who's like getting all his teeth early. He's like, haha, mother. So this is going to be a fun new adventure. Now that he eats solids, I nurse him first, and then he eats food, so that he's still getting his primary calories still come from milk. And as they should, whether they're formula fed or breastfed, their primaries should still come from the breast milk or formula or whatever. He still nurses at night, sometimes a lot, which is tiring, and sometimes, last night he only nursed like, well, one time on both sides, like during the main part of the night. So that was really awesome. That was new. I hope that's a trend that continues, because it's very tiring. But I just lay down in bed and nurse him. And then I'm like, okay. When he's done nursing, he's done. He almost never falls asleep nursing anymore. He's gotten to the point now, it used to be I'd put him to sleep nursing. Now, maybe 2 times out of 10 he'll fall asleep nursing. Now at night, that's different. Of course, he always does at night. But I mean, besides like the nighttime feedings. In the daytime, maybe 2 times out of 10 he'll drift off nursing. But usually he nurses and then he's done. And he'll fuss at me. And even if he's tired and he wants to go to sleep, instead of just nursing and falling asleep, he'll nurse, pull off, fuss at me. So I pick him up and hold him in a little, you know, the way he likes to be held, and then he falls asleep. So I guess he's getting a little bit more independent. He fiercely loves food. And so I know I was listening to another blog, and they said that once your baby starts to eat solid foods, the weaning process has begun. Like the very early stages, and so I just remember hearing that on a vlog, and so I think that's interesting. But he, as much as he loves food, he still loves to nurse, so that's good. I plan on nursing him. People ask, we'll nurse past a year. I'll nurse him until he's done. I don't want to lie, for selfish reasons, I don't want to be nursing him forever, and also because I would like to have another child, so depending on how my cycle's affected, we'll nurse past a year for sure, and then I'll just let him wean naturally. We'll just see how it plays. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm not setting a schedule. I used to have like a goal. Whenever you're nursing sometimes, or you're wanting to nurse, you set kind of a goal for yourself in your heart about how long you'd like to nurse your child. So with Sophie, I was like, I hope to nurse to at least a year, and we didn't make that, and so, but you know, you live and you learn, and so with him, I don't have a goal. I'm just going to nurse him indefinitely, because it's really nice, because I feel so much more confident in my nursing than I did with my daughter. So with him, it's like, I'm not worried about making it to a year. I don't worry about that. You know, it's a good thing. It's just wonderful. I feel very blessed that this nursing experience has been so easy. And like I said, it's him. Let me give you guys some advice too, because unless you've had trouble nursing, you don't understand what it's like for women who have. And I can tell you, having 2 very, very different babies, some babies are much easier to nurse than other babies. And so now, and knowing that, I kind of wish I had a baby like Grayson in terms of nursing first, because then I think we would have been really successful. And then I think that, oh, I got the kisses. I love them. He's so wiggly. Because Sophie was a very difficult nurser, but I feel like I learned so much from her that if I have another baby that's not as easy to nurse, like Grayson, like, you know, Grayson's so easy, but if I have one that's more like her, I feel like I'll know things to do that's to make me a successful nurser, even with a child that maybe makes it not quite as easy. And so that really helps. I feel like I guess my confidence and my ability to nurse has increased, and that alone can help you nurse better, because you're not stressed, and stress and things can affect your supply. So that's really good. So yeah, so we're happy. I don't really use a cover anymore to nurse him, because quite frankly, he hates me having a nursing cover on. He kicks it off. It drives him crazy. He doesn't like it. And I refuse to I'm not gonna ever let discomfort or worrying about nursing in public stop me from nursing my son, because it stopped me from nursing Sophie sometimes. I always felt uncomfortable, and it was totally me, and that wasn't good. And so with him, ever since the day he was born, we go out all the time. I don't let having the children or being worried about things stop us from going out. And so I just, you know, he nurses when we're out. I just nurse him. Sometimes I'll nurse him in the car if it's easier, but it's not because I don't feel like nursing him in a place. It's just because it's quieter, because let's face it, babies get distracted, especially as older babies. But he hates the cover, and so what I do to maintain some modesty, but at the same time, like I said, I'm not going to not nurse my son just because I'm worried about the public. So I wear layers. I wear these fantastic camis that I get from Charlotte Russe. I'll put a link up for them at the bottom. I wear a cami or a cupcake cover top. I'll put a link for those. Okay, so we're nursing bra, then a cami or a cover top. And then I usually have on like a shirt, another shirt, either one other shirt or maybe another shirt and like a cardigan or something. And so what that means is that I can undo my nursing bra, pull down my cover top or my cami, pull it down under the breast, right? So I have my breast out. However, I'm still wearing my top shirt. So I'm completely covered on the bottom, and I have my top shirt pulled up, but then I can use my top shirt to cover the top part of my bosom, my breast, and no one's seeing anything. And so I really don't think anybody could be offended by that. And then he nurses, and I'm covered, and it's fine. And sometimes, yeah, so that's how I get through this, because let me just tell you, as your kid gets older, they may not like you using a and there's little inventions out there that you can buy that kind of cover without the baby having to be covered, but my method works really well. So that's what I do. So I always have on these little camis or cover tops or whatever. I just always do. So, and I will post a vlog. Hopefully I can film it today, but if he'll let me. But if not, I'll make time to film it this week, because I've actually been meaning to film this for a while, and I just never have the chance. I kind of put it off. But I'll make sure to get I want to do a vlog about nursing tools, like things that I think have helped, like products and things that I like to do that relate to nursing. So, yeah. Also, now that he's older, I don't use my boppy as much, although it's still super comfortable. Sometimes instead of using my boppy, I'll just use like either nothing, or I'll use the butterfly pillow, which is this little awesome cute pillow that that's just smaller, and it kind of helps prop up my elbow, and it's comfortable, because it's just, we're so all over the place, I don't always go and grab the boppy. So we just kind of nurse like in our lap. So yeah, so there we go, you guys. That's how nursing's going for him and for me. So I'm very fortunate that I haven't had any discomfort. It's just God bless this baby, he has made it easy, which is so wonderful, because it's allowed me to nurse. And I know firsthand that nursing is not always easy. And so I think it makes me appreciate more what I have going with him, because I know that it's not always like this. So yeah, so things have been really good. I, have been working out and very slowly losing weight, which is, a whole other story. But none of that seemed to affect my supply, so that's good. And yeah, so I'll do another nursing update in a month or two and let you guys know. But, hopefully it continues to go just as smoothly, because it's really nice, wonderful thing. And that's it. That's my nursing update, you guys. All right, bye.